can I even do this, guys? A Boeing 747. It's a one thing to take off with, small single engine propeller or a Cessna. But come on, a Boeing 747? I don't know. But I'm going to give it a try. What's up, Mamba? Hey, Mamba, I'm going to try to do this, bro. I'm going to try to take off with Boeing 747 from JFK all the way to Toronto, Canada. It's not a long trip, it's a small trip. But I'm going to give it a try, see what I can do. So wish me luck. It's going to be interesting. Okay, got the lights and everything. Cheers, Mamba. Me too, man. Cheers, bro. Let's maybe you can follow me. Maybe you can escort me as I'm flying to maybe you should do that, Mamba. You should escort me uh while I'm flying all the way to Toronto. I'm also gonna switch my resolution to 1080p because you know I don't wanna jinx my flight. You know what I mean? I don't wanna jinx it. I want this to be a smooth ride. Smooth ride. Smooth ride. Alright, let's see. I don't think it's gonna be a smooth ride. That's better. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Here's the plan. Here's the master plan. Alright, first thing first. The altitude's gonna be we'll go up to 6,500 feet. Just to keep it safe. Oh, did I go to 32,000? Hold on. I'm going too far. Huh. Let's keep it at 19,000. That's it. All right, 19,000 feet. Speed's gonna be about 200 knots. That's pretty cool. You can see your airplane on the display right here on the cockpit. Pretty cool, man. And it also shows you your engine, all three of them on each side, and also the fuel. This is your radio, communication. All right, so let's do this, shall we? Shall we? Shall we, my friends? Okay. Here we go. I have to update my Windows, man. It's always some updates with the Windows. All right, we're slowly moving. By the way, this looks so good in VR. I was playing this in virtual reality the other day and it was so good. Let's see how good Mr. 4K is with Boeing 747. Can he really do it? Can he really take off? All right, let's climb up. All right, let me look at the map. Where's my map? All right. I'll have through the headings. Headings to the left. A little bit to the left. There we go. 17 degrees. We're gonna turn around. Dude, I just said 4K. Dude, they just called me Mr. 4K. Did you hear that? The radio, the communication. They just called me Mr. 4K. MR 4K because I did put my call sign to be Mr. 4K. We're gonna decrease the speed a little bit, keep the altitude at 19,000. The heading, it's gonna be at we'll turn it down to I am because I customized my own call sign 4K, MR 4K, you know, Mr. 4K. They're not gonna call me Mr., but MR 4K, and it's kind of cool. But hey, I'm flying a Boeing 747. Come on, man, that should count for something. Mr. 4K knows how to fly a Boeing 747. I had some training. That's what it is. A little bit to the right. There you go. See? All is good. Nothing to worry about. Mr. 4K got this. Alright, the heading has to be more to the right. There we go. See, I got this. I got this. And we're going to decrease our altitude a little bit more once we approach Toronto. We have to go past the upstate New York. Then we should be there. I know that would be so cool, man, if they would let you in the future. If they would let you have a co-pilot to sit here, that would be so cool, man. Let me adjust my anti-ice. It's turned on. Can I use the washer? The windshield de-ice is on. Window heat. Now the window heat will really help me with the icing. You know, the icing is the biggest problem and issue for some people. So always get familiar with the airplane. I know it looks confusing at first when you look at the Boeing 747. It looks terrifying looking all these instruments. But everything looks terrifying at first, right? But once you understand it, once you understand why these buttons are up there and what's the purpose of them being up there, once you get familiar with these instruments, and once you know where everything is, it's not terrifying. It's not intimidating. Maybe I shouldn't use the word terrifying, but intimidating. But I can see how it can be intimidating when you first step into a cockpit and you see all of this. All right, our headings needs to be to the right. Our speed needs to go down to 160 knots, 150 knots, and turn the heading to 250. Heading 250. 245, you're heading there. We can also decrease the altitude to 13,000 feet. And there we go. Hold on, I need to get a little bit closer because I can't see. All right, now we're going to turn to the right. Heading to the right. There we go, 169. Our speed, it's at 400 Mach. That'll do it. There we go, heading to 118. I guess I could do this in real life, I guess. Perfect. All right, heading bank to 94 degrees. Here we go. What's up, Randall? How you doing? We're just flying, man. Flying Boeing 747. So, from New York to Toronto. Let me see if my lights are cabin lights. They're turned on. Yes, they are. We got the window heat. Everything's here where it needs to be. So we're going to Toronto. Toronto. It's gonna be a short flight, not gonna be a long flight, you know. But that's why maybe I'm making it an overkill using hold on. Maybe I'm making an overkill using a Boeing 747 to go up, you know, to Toronto with a Boeing 747. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Move our heading a little bit to the left. Oh, yesterday you missed it, man. Me and Mamba were flying F-15 E, and we were doing some crazy maneuvers and whatnot. It was pretty cool. Let me get a little bit closer so I can see. There you go. That's better. That's it. Right there. Yep. Perfect. So this is the kind of thing we're flying. Can you believe it? I was able to lift off with this airplane. easily. But that's because I had some training. You know, if that's what it is. I had some training. Now, when you hear that noise, that's the vertical speed announcement letting you know what's your vertical speed, going up, going down. The headings, let's move a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. So far, let me see what I have trained. I really have become a flight simulator guy. Should change my name. I have learned how to fly F-16, F-15, F-14 Tomcat. I have learned how to take off with a TBM 930, cold start TBM, single prop engine airplane, and now Boeing 747. I haven't tried 737 and Airbus A320. I haven't tried that. But if I can take this off 747, I shouldn't have a problem with the Airbus. I've been really jumping into this and learning. I think technically you could take off with a Boeing 747. But remember, in real life, you can't make any mistakes because you got a big giant Boeing 747. And there you cannot make any mistakes. Here, it's a simulator, so if you fail or if you don't properly land, you can always try it again. But I think you can learn and get familiar with the instruments. You could really do that. I spoke to some pilots on YouTube. Man, I met a bunch of pilots on YouTube. Due to this COVID-19, some of them were laid off without a job, and they're just doing some other things. And they were telling me that technically, because they're pilots, commercial pilots, and they tell me they look at the console and the cockpit, and they say it's all pretty much identical. You could really memorize everything. Okay, this is your communication radio here, left and right. This is your attitude. This is your engine to let you know what's the percentage of your fuel and stuff like that. This is your headings, left and right. How many degrees left, how many degrees right. This is your altitude, where you can adjust the altitude. How high do you want to go? What altitude do you want to set to? So you can pretty much get familiarized with the anti-ice turning on and off, the heaters right here, and they told me if you get familiarized, you could be like a co-pilot, go inside a 747, and you can take over a little bit, while the other pilot's taking a break, So technically, if you memorize everything and if you know what every and each button does, technically you could go inside the cockpit and oh, okay, I know what this is. Oh, okay, I know what that is, I know that these buttons right here, they're for me to adjust the floodlight to make it brighter. You know that the anti-icing is over here above you. The memory muscle. The memory muscle is the key thing. That's how you become very successful at anything, is the memory muscle. You already know where everything is. It's called just blind memory, because you already know. where everything is. You're already familiar with the cockpit. You know where everything is. You don't have to look at it to know exactly where everything is. So if you do plenty of training like that, I think technically you could fly Boeing 747. This is what the pilots told him. I'm not sure, Mamba, how that works, to be honest with you, because I just recently started playing multiplayer. My main focus has always been flying solo, just flying and getting familiarized with the instruments and the cockpit and all of that, and different types of airplanes and how they work and their aerodynamics. But I really don't know, honestly, Mamba. I would have to look into that. Thank you, Randall. Yeah, I hope, I'm glad you guys liked it. There's a one video where I just want people to understand. I know that this video, some people didn't like it, but what they don't understand, and it really hurts my feelings, that they don't understand how difficult it was for me to operate this. But here, let me show you. It hurts my feelings because they don't understand how difficult it was to do this. This video right here, this is not edited. This is not a replay. This is me doing it live. I was like doing this live, recording it, operating this airplane. I'll show you the video. And I don't see nothing in front of me. I just see the back of the pilot. But my muscle memory, I can understand which way is left, which way is right, and which way is up, which way is down. And I also know which way I need to throttle up and throttle down. This is the video I'm talking about. And it really surprises me that people didn't they didn't get that. They thought that this was like pre-recorded with a replay. Nope. It's not. There's no such thing as replay like this on Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is all in real. You can see my objectives in the back and everything. I'll show you the video, Randall, right here. I'm surprised people didn't catch on that. They didn't realize that. Here's the video I'm talking about. Right here. Go watch it. It's a Creedence Clearwater band, but I'm surprised people didn't realize how difficult it was to do this. And I did it for 10 minutes. So go watch this video. And I'm surprised people didn't realize that. Not that it matters, but I'm just kind of pointing that. I'm just trying to point that out. Even if you don't like the music, even if you don't like the band, if you don't like the classics, fine. But I think I was surprised that people didn't appreciate. Hey, man, this was tough. What he did. Thank you, Randall. And that was all done real. That was me really positioning the camera onto the pilot, and I was flying that like that. Like, that was me doing it for real. That wasn't like some pre-recorded where I was flying already and then I, used the replay. There was no replay there like that. You can't do a replay like that on Flight Simulator. That was all, like right now you see the objectives. That was all done for real. And I don't think people realize how difficult it was for me to do that. But I did it for 10 minutes. Not that it matters, but I'm kind of surprised no one have noticed that. Thank you, Mamba. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mamba, what's up with that? With the teleport? Like I said, I'm not that familiar with the multiplayer. I only tried the multiplayer yesterday for the very first time. Uh, so I really don't know how that works. Thank you. Well, thank you, Randall. Appreciate it. You know, a lot of people think that that was pre-recorded. I was like, no. You can see the objectives just like you see right now. There's the objectives. The only thing I did is to use the first-person mode and turn the camera facing the pilot, the Viso, the guy in the back, and then I was flying, taking off and flying on the Grand Canyon. Yeah. Oh man, that was awesome. Some mad tricks. You playing the danger zone. Oh my god, that was awesome, bro. You know what's the difficult airplane to fly? F-14 Tomcat. Uh, from Heat Blur. What's the name of that company? Not Eagle Dynamics. Um, I gotta show you the DCS and IL Sturmikov. There's a couple of more flight simulators I gotta show you. DCS F-14 is very hard to operate. That son of a bitch. Uh, it's a very heavy plane, especially when you put the weapons and all that fuel. One of the cool things about the F-14, it has a lot of fuel. Um, it's a badass airplane. That's the plane that was used in the Top Gun. But that plane is very hard to fly. Maybe I'll do the live stream on that. Okay, our headings needs to be a little bit to the left. We need to drop the altitude a little bit. So I'm gonna drop the altitude to 6,600 feet. There's Toronto right there. Let me see which way Toronto airport is positioned. When we get there, we'll find out. Ontario, there's the Ontario. And there's me right there. We got to move our headings a little bit to the left. And we're going to drop down the altitude. Let's use the live weather. Honestly, let's use the live weather. This is live. Okay, it is live. Okay. We got to move to the left. Headings to the left. Move our headings to the left. There we go. These numbers of headings are like a degrees. How many degrees are you turning? Normally, ATC tells you what's the heading, turn headings, whatever, 270 or 160 left, and then keep the altitude at 6,600. So basically, the communication is always going to be your heading and your altitude. So the ATC, air traffic control, tells you, here's the route. This is the way we want you to go. This is the altitude we want you to stay on. And so you constantly have to keep in touch with them. And having that co-pilot really helps you as well. So I'm moving to the left a little bit. We're going to turn it down slightly, just a little bit. Slightly. See how slowly we're dropping the altitude on our heading? And that's how I'm right here right now. No, in New York and Toronto, it's not that long of a distance. Honestly, it's like about an hour, give or take, distance. So we're going to move our headings to 130 to the left. You can see how the airplane is moving slowly to that heading. And we're slowly dropping the altitude. You can see Ontario down there. You can see the lake. So everyone is enjoying the flight so far. Everyone's having a good time. Well, I'm glad. I'm pleased. That's it. Well, where's the stewardess? What the hell? She should be sitting here, both of them. A too good-looking stewardess, a flight attendant, should be sitting here giving me a peanut, but I don't see them. I'm very upset. Very upset that they're not here. There you go, brother. You're sitting right here, Mamba. Right there. Where the radar is. This is the radar communication right here. So you're sitting right here, bro. So we're going to drop down the altitude a little bit more. We're going to drop down to 4,200 feet, I'm sorry. And 132 degrees, maybe 114 degrees, a little bit to the left. We got to do this professional, you know what I mean? Because it is a simulator, and we should treat this software as a simulator. Now, you don't have to play it like this. You can play it any which way you want, right? But I think if you're going to jump into a simulator and you want to get into a flight simulator or any kind of simulator, train, truck, bus, internet racing, etc., etc., I think you should treat it as it is. Treat the that software as a simulator. I think it's better because you shouldn't be getting into a simulator if you're not going to treat it like a simulator. I think it's just a waste of time. There's arcade games for a reason because they're arcade and you just want to have fun. But as far as the simulators, I think you should like learn the basics and get familiar with what it takes to fly these things. And I don't know. You never know, man. You might be stuck in some situation where the pilot has a heart attack and the other pilot's not feeling well and he cannot fly, but he can guide you. And then maybe you're like, hey, man, I've flown on a flight simulator. Maybe I can help out. I'm familiar with the cockpit. And then you go in there and, you know, you can safely, hopefully, land the plane. Talking to the tower. You never know what kind of situations you might be in. And you could be the hero. You could save, you know, hundreds of 400, 600 people you could save. Land it safely, then you become a pilot and you start writing books. You become a national hero. People make movies about you and your life changes 360. You never know. That's the thing about life. You never know where you're going to be and where you're going to end up. You never know. We're going to drop down to 3,500. We got to drop down more. We got to drop down to 2,200 feet. I'm going to drop the altitude to 1,300 feet. Because we're getting closer. We are definitely getting closer. And our headings needs to be a little bit to the left. I mean, like I said, people can play it. You know, you can play these softwares any which way you want. You know, it's your money. Do what you want. Spend it how you want. Play it how you want. But I think it defeats the purpose if you're not playing simulator realistically. I mean, it's like, what's the point? You know, right? Um, what's the point of all that gear? Like, you know, individuals who spend money into direct drive, Fanatic racing wheels, and the seats and everything. Like, what's the point of building that rig, that racing rig, if you're not gonna take it seriously, right? I think it's just a waste of money. Got my GPS tracking. It's good. Move to the left. Slightly to the left. There's the Ontario. By the way, you guys are looking at Ontario. Niagara Falls is just down there. But now we're in Canada, by the way. We're in Canada. Ontario. Province. This is where Cameron D is. You know, that's what I'm saying. New York, flight from New York to Toronto. It's like maybe an hour. maybe an hour, give or take. An hour. Like, dude, like, you there. It's really not that far. Now, if you're in Buffalo, you might as well drive. You might as well drive there if you're in Buffalo. It's really not that far. And if you live in Plattsburgh, upstate New York, like Montreal, dude, like, you could be there like in 40 minutes. Honestly, 40 minutes, you could be in Montreal. Like, it's right there. Because I used to go to SUNY College, University, SUNY Plattsburgh. I was originally studying criminal justice, but I never pursued it. I went for something else a long time ago. And I used to go with my friends. We used to go to Montreal every weekend. We would rent a car, lease a car, and we'd go back and forth. Go to Montreal, have a good time, come back. Because it was really like, it was like right there. Like 40 minutes, you're there. Now the borders are more stricter with all the COVID-19 and everything. But back then in 96, 97, the borders between the United States and Canada was just really laid back, As long as you got your passport, like, you're good to go, man. Or you're a resident, especially when they know you are a college student, you're in SUNY Plattsburgh. All right, come on in. Like, it wasn't that much of a problem, back then in 96, 97. But of course, everything has changed since then. The world has drastically has changed since then. I mean, it's like a different planet now. So we still got 96 miles. Still got time. But so this is where I gotta land, right here. Okay. Let's turn our heading and our vertical speed down a little bit. And our heading to the left. So we're at 1,300 feet. We got a lot of cloud activity down here. By the way, I played this in virtual reality, and playing this in virtual reality, let me tell you, it's just, listen, I'll just say it, Flight Simulator, really it's made for virtual reality, because you really feel like you're inside a cockpit. And being inside of cockpit, you truly get much better orientation of where everything is. Look up here, look up there on the left, right? Everything feels like real. And I think VR, it's perfect tool to truly immerse yourself. If you're somebody who wants to be a pilot, truly something I would invest to get into a really good VR headset. And because you're going to be so familiarized with the memory muscle, where everything is on your left, on your right, on the upper side, right here, and you won't have to do this on the TV screen. So the VR gives you a much better perspective, in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna descend down to 400 feet. It's time for us to make that approach. I think virtual reality it's made for simulators. It's really they are designed, in my opinion, for simulators. Forget the triple screen and all this other stuff. It's nice, but the VR is really where you want to be. Because that's exactly how you're going to feel when you are sitting inside these cockpits. And that's the whole idea, to get that familiarity. Oh, I see now how it's going to feel. I mean, sitting on this side, co-pilot on that side, where the instruments are, etc., etc. So you'll have much better orientation where everything is. Or I was 69 miles approaching. We're almost there. And again, this is where we gotta go. Almost there. As you can see, we're slowly dropping the altitude. Our vertical speed, we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna decrease it down a little bit. There we go. Oh, believe me, I almost didn't. I almost didn't stop. It's very addictive. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's very addictive, dude. Like, and here's the thing: the time flies by so much faster when you put on that VR headset. You almost forget the sense of time, because you're like so focused on the reality that you are in, on that virtual space, that you really forget, honestly, the sense of place and time. All right, we'll hold the altitude at 500 feet. Before we approach to this line over here, because we're still 53 miles. Still got a long way to go. And I'm right over here. Coming in here, right here, coming in hot. Right there, that's Ontario. And let me show you from where we have started. We have started from here, of when the live stream started. We started from JFK. And here we are after 1 hour. There we are, right there. There we are. The landing's gonna be a very tricky part here, because the speed, it's gonna be the factor. The speed, and how much of that speed am I coming in with? That's always the key thing. the best thing to do is with as low speed of as lowest of a speed as you can. Try to land, because it's going to be easier on your brakes. This is all live weather. Just to let you guys know, it's all live. 5:35 p.m. live weather. Just so everybody knows. What's up, Cameron, dude? I'm coming to you, bro. I'm landing to your home. To your home, man. In real time. We started at KFJFK, John F. Kennedy International, and we made our way through upstate New York, and here we are. Here we are. We're going to drop down the altitude, airspeed, vertical speed, we're going to decrease it. And the headings, we're going to make it to the right. All right, over here. And we'll turn our headings to the right as we're approaching. The altitude, it's gonna be at 300 feet. All right. Decrease the vertical speed. Turn the headings on to the right. Oh, come on. $200 keep that there. Put this over here. Be 200 feet. Turn our headings to the right. Altitude to 100 feet. I'm going to slow down a little bit. We're going to turn all the way to the right. Headings to the right. airspeed. Let's slow down. Drop our altitude. Decrease the vertical speed. Oh, there it is. We're going to go ahead and turn around, make a loop, and decrease the altitude. So we're going to come around like that. So we're going to work our way around. We're going to drop the altitude. We have to come around like that. Oh, absolutely not. This one, we cannot do that. That's something Mamba needs to do. He needs to come in and he needs to help us out with that. Alright, so we have to decrease the altitude and also get our speed intact. To 112 knots. We're going to make the turn and we're going to decrease that altitude, which is something we got to do. So we got to go to the Ontario Lake and make our way down. Hey, I'm doing good, Brendan. How you doing, bro? We're at Cameron's place, Toronto. We're going to land the Boeing 747. Hopefully, we're going to land it there. And mission accomplished. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. All right, the vertical speed decrease. Airspeed to 106 knots. There you go. Perfect. Oh, glad to hear that, Brendan. You should be helping your mom, man. That's a good thing. Hold on to your butts. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Oh, look, there's somebody there. Oh, fuck. No. No. No, the fucking leg. The leg. Oh, Lord. Come on. Come on. Dylan. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Fuck. Damn it. I'll use this entry. I know there's that one, but I'll use this one. I'm gonna use this entry. I just wish that there weren't so much lag. But I do notice a lot of lag on the Azure server. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that, man. When the full version comes out. Right now, there's not that many people playing online on a PlayStation. I don't know why. Is everyone playing on a PC? I really expected more people to be on the PlayStation. Like, what the hell? Maybe I should have gone with the PC version. I'm just kind of surprised. I had to turn my windshield on because it's a lot of fog. It's fogging up a little bit. So I had to do it. I was coming in too hot, too fast. That was the mistake. Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, Cameron. Toronto Pearson Airport is now the best, largest, most hygienic airport. Well, that's why we're landing there. That's why we're going there. I think I can make it from here. Slowly, but surely. I can do it. I'll use my trajectory. That's fine. I know they want me to go by their trajectory, but that's fine. We'll use our trajectory. Make it happen. Have you been playing Gran Turismo, Cameron? I'm trying to get my Gran Turismo racing setup with FGT racing seat and all that. I want to get my own. Come on. I want to get my own setup. Decrease the speed. Decrease this. All this lag, this killing me. I know I'm going too fast. Oh, come on. Oh my God. No. 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 Oh God. Oh God. Jesus, we fucked it up. We fucked it up, man. We fucked it up, dude. We already went through the houses. Nah, we fucked it up, man. Here's the problem, man. Here's what kills me about this Boeing 747. I cannot adjust my lever on the speed. It won't let me adjust it, man. Like, see, this is the problem, man. This right here, it's what kills the experience. It won't let me adjust my throttle control, man. You know, like something's wrong with this airplane. I cannot, you know, I cannot use it. My God. I don't understand why I cannot use it. Like these small little tiny bugs, it really kills the experience. Like, how am I supposed to land if you won't let me adjust my throttle control? A Sobo? You know, stuff like that just kills me, man. I gotta get back to Gran Turismo Sport, man. I gotta buy some more cars, unlock some more stuff. We gotta do some more multiplayer races. Why can't I... See, this is what kills me. Why am I not able to adjust my throttle speed? Microsoft? Why? What's the problem? You see, and this kind of shit fucks it up for me. And I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do here. Honestly, there's really nothing. I can't even use a parking brake. It won't let me slow down my throttle. I can't. Believe me, I looked everywhere. I even got my speed brake on. I got my flaps for landing. Nothing. There's nothing I can do here. Let's try this again. Come on. It doesn't matter even if I get to the entry. I cannot. That throttle should not be locked. It should be. You should be able to. At any given time, you should be able to use it. Something's wrong with this airplane. They need to fix it. That's what's going on. I guarantee you I would have landed by now. Because I was doing everything right. But what's the problem? I mean, what's the point if you do everything right when you got this fucking bullshit, you know, that fucks up the entire experience, you know. It pisses me off, dude. You know, it's like a simple stuff that should be fixed. The hell with the clouds, the hell with the ground scenery, like the simple stuff. I never had this problem with the X-Plane 11. It always worked on the X-Plane 11. Never once did I have this issue. Too fast. See, it says too fast. Too fast. I'm going too fast. Now I'm going 200 knots, man. I cannot land with 200 knots, man. That's too fast. I know, man. Microsoft. And then people say, why are you angry at Microsoft? I mean, come on, man. How could I not be? And look at this lag. Look at this lag. Azure server lag. Look at this. And I got everything set to medium. Ugh. Nah, I mean, that's it. It just fucks it up, man. You know. Fuck. Doesn't matter. Even if I aligned perfectly, I'm 250 knots, man. I cannot fly like this. Come on. I got my brake lever, speed brake lever to the 100. Still, I cannot use this. Are you kidding me? I turn off the fuel. Dude, I turn off the fuel. Fuck it. I turned off the fuel. We're gonna land with, I'm gonna turn the engine off. Fuck it. I'm gonna turn the engine off like an emergency landing or some shit. I don't know. This is an emergency landing now. I had to turn it off. I had to shut down the engine. It really pisses me off, man. I know that's not the airport. Fuck it. Still, I'm going 200 knots. Even after cutting off that fuel, I'm still going 200. Are you kidding me? Just turn off fucking everything. Turn off everything. I'm gonna make an emergency landing here. I'm gonna just glide. Fuck. Oh my god. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Oh, we're gonna crash, man. It's over. We're gonna land on a fucking highway. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Sorry, guys. Right next to the fucking, on top of the roof. Oh my god. There you go. Next to Cameron's house. Nah, see, it just pisses me off, man. I have to turn off my engine and everything just to goddamn land. You know, man, it's stuff like that. See, this is what pisses me off about Asobo. Asobo, you gotta fix this, you know? How do you expect me to land if I cannot use my goddamn throttle? How do you expect me to decrease the speed? To land properly, to decrease the speed? How? Even a professional fucking pilot would have to turn off the engine, turn off everything, just to make an emergency landing. It's really ridiculous. Um, yeah, man. I know, Mamba. I know. Stuff like this, man. Because I really wanted to make this to land. I got this far, and now I cannot because of this bullshit. Uh, you know, fuck it, man. You know. Yes, services have been terminated. That's right. The goddamn service has been terminated. The emergency landing, man, because I cannot use my throttle. What kind of bullshit is that, man? Can't use my fucking throttle. I got everything right. The altitude, the headings, everything. I was able to take off and I was positioning properly and everything. But I couldn't decrease the throttle. And I know I was going in a little bit, you know, I know that I was decreasing the altitude a little bit too fast. But still, I used my speed brake, and then I wanted to adjust my flaps. When you use the speed brake and the flaps, and then when you decrease that throttle to like 0 knots, you should be able to smoothly land. But I wasn't able to use that throttle because I was still a quarter of a mile from the airport. I had plenty of time. Once I applied that brake, 100%, and once I applied the flaps, all I had to do was just move the throttle way down. But the throttle didn't work because I almost made it. I almost landed. Like if you watch this, if you watch it, you'll see I almost freaking landed. But I wasn't able to land because I can't use my goddamn throttle, and now it pisses me off. You know. You can't call this a flight simulator when you fuck up with things like this. And I think it's just this airplane. This is the airplane that fucked it up. Is this airplane, this Boeing 747. Because of a throttle. Let me see if I can make a landing with 787. Let me see if 787 does the same thing. Where's 787? Or how about the Airbus A320? How about that? Let's see if we can do it with this. Let's go to the same airport. Toronto Pearson. Set as departure. And then we're going to set as a arrival over here. Set as arrival. So we're going to do a liftoff and landing. Liftoff and landing. But man, this really pissed me off. Let's see if it works. I mean, I spent an hour getting everything right. The heading, left and right, the altitude, keeping it in a straight line, all of that good jazz. And then this bullshit, throttle's not working. The only way you can land is turning off everything, shut off the engine, and then make that emergency landing. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see if it's only Boeing 747. That's the problem. I think this Boeing 747 has some bugs. And I think we should report this bug. It shouldn't be doing this, man. Because if it's doing this, then it defeats the purpose. What's the point? When you know you cannot apply that throttle. So I'm going to try and use Boeing, the Airbus 320 to see if the Airbus 320, A320 is doing the same thing. I want to see what the issue is. Mamba, X-Plane 11. Listen, guys. Cameron, Brendan, Daryl. X-Plane 11, it's a great simulator. It's not the best looking simulator, but it's a pretty darn good simulator. And I never had these issues with the X-Plane 11. It's only with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, this kind of BS. And listen, if I wasn't doing everything right, if I was being a jackass and I didn't adjust my altitude and all this other crap, then you can say it's my fault. But come on, man. I want a fucking throttle, man. See, it makes me want to cuss. The fucking throttle. I can't even use the goddamn fucking throttle. Even as a pilot, man, I'd fucking be pissed off, man. Imagine it. You're the pilot. You're the fucking pilot and the fucking throttle doesn't work. And you gotta fucking turn off the engine to make an emergency landing. Everybody should be fired on that airport. Like everyone should be without a fucking job. You know, that's what I would say. That pisses me off, man. Shit like this fucking pisses me off. You waste your fucking time for a fucking hour and this bullshit. Fucking horseshit, man. Can't be nice about this fucking Microsoft. Can't be fucking nice. Wasted a fucking hour trying to fucking land. Fuck you, Microsoft. Fix this fucking shit. Assholes. Motherfuckers. Let's go. I'm fucking pissed, man. Don't piss me off. Why do you want to piss me off, Microsoft? What the fuck's wrong with you? Alright. Let's go. Exactly. I just hate when shit like... I just hate when companies like Asobo and Microsoft piss me off. Don't piss me off, Asobo. Why you want to do that? It's not fucking pretty to piss me off. Oh, it's always Microsoft. Always. It's always Microsoft. Problems. And God forbid, Halo Infinite, it's not going to come out this year. I guarantee you, Halo Infinite's not coming out this year. Halo Infinite. I can imagine the kind of bugs, the kind of bullshit we are going to experience with Halo Infinite. I can imagine. I can only imagine disaster of Halo Infinite we're going to experience when that shit comes out. I can only imagine. And all the apology letters and statements from Phil Spencer and 343 Studios, whatever. We apologize, blah, 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 blah. We apologize. We took a shit on you, blah, 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 blah. Again, Steve Jobs was right. I miss Steve Jobs. I'm not a fan of Tim Cook. Tim Cook took a shit all over Apple. He made it look shitty. Steve Jobs' Apple, he was the best. Steve Jobs was the best, and he was right. He was 100% right about Microsoft. Was 100% right about Microsoft. Google it. Go to YouTube and watch Steve Jobs and what he said about Microsoft. Just listen to what he said about Microsoft. Or how about that interview between him and Bill Gates for an hour and a half? You got to watch that. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, let's do altitude. We'll do altitude at, hold on. $1,500 feet. Just a 1,500 feet. Nothing too crazy. And let's see. If this works. Strobe, it's on, beacon. This for the windshield, de-ice windshield. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can do this. Okay. I'm just going to take off and try to land. And let's see if I can do it. See if it's possible to do it. See if the throttle works. I hope he wasn't. I think it's just Boeing 747. That airplane needs to be fixed. And then we're going to make a landing. We're going to try to land. I'm not going to close my wheels. I'm going to keep the wheels, the gear up because I want to land. I'm going to make a loop and I'm going to try to land. I'm going to go up in the air a little bit. You see, it's working. This one, it's working. The throttle, it's working on this one. It was the other one. It was that Boeing 747 that was taking a dump. Okay, I don't need this. So I'm going to try to land. On that other airport. See, this one is working. This one is working properly. It was the other one that wasn't working properly. I don't need this. Turn this off. Navigation crap. See, this one, it's working. There you go. Let me put the clear skies, man. Hold on. Clear skies. There we go. Look at that. He won't let me. He won't let me use it again. Are you kidding me? He won't let me use it again. Come on, man. This is some bullshit. And look at this lag. Oh, God. Now he's letting me use it. Oh my God. Nah, man, it's bullshit, man. It's just, I don't know what the fuck the deal is. You know, something's wrong with these airliners, man. I had my position properly at the speed at the blue line, but when I'm about to get close to land, I cannot move it all the way down. Like, I was slowly decreasing a throttle slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly, and then when I need to get to touch down to the airfield, that's it. It wouldn't let me do it. I know. But still, you know, it's like they need to fix this, man. This is the biggest... This is a problem. Look, I have no issues landing with the F-15. I mean, I can land with the F-15 easily. But I cannot land with this shit. You know, that's the sad part. I mean, if I go with the F-15, I can easily land. Or any plane. Even this one, I can land easily. It's just these fucking, you know, airliners, they have this issue with throttle. He won't let me move it all the way down. I mean, I was decreasing the speed as I was on the trajectory. You can see the blue line, but as soon as I get to the landing strip, I cannot move it down to totally decrease the speed of knots. and I wasn't able to do it. It wouldn't let me do it. I don't know, man. It's so fucked up. No, it's some kind of a bug here. Some kind of an issue here, man. That's what it is. I'll show you. I don't have a problem with this one here. Like any of these planes, I'll tell you. Turboprops, no issues with the TBM 930. Should be able to land, no problem. Like no problems. Me landing with Toronto set as departure, and then go to set as arrival to Toronto. What is this? Downswee. You'll see I'll have no problem with this one. I'll have no issues with this one. Like, no problem. Oh, hell of a dude. With the F-15, with any of these planes, with the F-15, I have no issues, man. Pfft, easy. MB399, no issues. All the Cessnas, no issues. Single prop engine planes like TBM 930, turboprop, single prop, turboprop, single engine, TBM 930, no issues. It's just with the Boeings, with these airliners, man, they're really shitty. Honestly, X-Plane 11 did a far better job. I never had this issue with the X-Plane 11. You know. You know, the X-Plane 11, you can fly around the world. You have that option to fly around the world. But remember, it's not going to look realistic. It's not going to look the way it looks on Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just hope they would fix this, you know, like these issues. Now, granted, I don't have a fancy yoke with all the throttles and everything. I don't have that fancy equipment. Maybe if I had that fancy equipment, maybe it would be better. I don't know. But I don't have that fancy equipment, you know. People show me the videos of some guy who spent like $1,500 on the freaking the equipment just to create a cockpit with all the instruments and controls and everything. Well, you know, I don't have that kind of money to invest into that kind of crap. But all I'm saying is something's wrong with these airplanes. Like the basic of the throttle, it won't let you land. Like it locks in. Even though I use the flaps, I apply the speed brake, I did everything I was supposed to do, but still will not let me all the way move my throttle. The only way I can land is by shutting off the engine completely. Shutting off the engine and then making that emergency landing. Oh, DCS is professional. DCS is top notch, man. DCS is super top. But that's jet fighters. Digital Combat Simulator World. That's strictly jet fighters. They also got Spitfire. Now, I have no issue with this one. This one's fine. No issues with this airplane. Everything's good. I'm going to adjust the altitude to like, let me see. 700 feet. And you'll see I'll have no issues with this. With this, everything's going to be fine. Everything will be fine here. No issues whatsoever. But on the other one, nothing but issues. No problemo here. Everything's gonna be a smooth ride. And it's a shame because I was really like this close landing that Boeing 747 successfully. But what's the point when you cannot apply a throttle? The most important thing, the most important fucking thing, a throttle. There won't be any issues with this one. This is gonna be fine. I already know that. Not gonna be any issues with this one. I already know that. Got to go up there, land on that airport. So like I said, I'm not worried about this one. I know this one's going to be fine. It's the those Boeings, man. You see, everything's fine here. No issue. I can even go in reverse. Everything's working fine here. No issues here. It's just those Boeings, you know, 747 and A320 Airbus and 787 are having issues. When I drop the altitude, to 200 feet. How am I going too fast? Are you kidding me? I'm going 120 knots. It's not too fast. That's normal. Jeez. For this approach. This is bullshit. I know it's not too fast, man. I've seen pilots go with 120 knots and they slow down. A little bit of BS over here. Not too fast. Come on. Come on! Microsoft. But see, on this airplane, I can easily pull the throttle. No issues with the throttle. I'm fine. Now it's not too fast. And you see here, I'm gonna land, no issues, no problems. I shouldn't have any problems landing here. Come on, come on. See? No problem. No problemo. Things good. Let's taxi this. Let's taxi the plane. See, no issues. No issues, no problem. I'm on a taxi over here somewhere. It's just the Boeing, you know, that Boeing, because I cannot use the throttle. You know, what do you want me to do? Microsoft? If I cannot use the throttle, what I'm going to do with it? If I can't use the damn throttle, come on. It's not my fault. I almost landed that. Dude, I would have landed that Boeing 787. I would have landed it. I would have landed that sucker. But I couldn't because I cannot use the throttle. I never had, dude, I landed Boeing 747 on X-Plane 11. Dude, many times. Many times I've did it. Never had any issues with a throttle. Throttle always worked, whether you use a Xbox controller or a keyboard or what have you. I never had any issues. Never had any issues. No. It's only with... What is this guy doing? Let me pass, dude. Hold on. Oh, he's going to let me pass? Okay. Driving a Toyota or something. It's a shame. Maybe you guys need to write a letter to Asobo or Microsoft and tell them, hey guys, there's this dude, Mr. 4K, and what's with the Boeing 747? What's with the fucking Boeing 747? Why can't he use it with a throttle? Like, why? Why can't he use it? That's it. Why can't he fucking use it? Turn it on off. Come on. That's it. I know. And I think I proved it here. I think I just proved it to everybody. I can fly these planes, man. I know it. I've flown. I can fly an F-15. I can land with an F-15. No problem. It's just the Boeings. It's these Boeing 747s. I can even cold start this plane. I can cold start it. I can run it. It's not the problem. I was going to land that Boeing. That's the reason I'm upset for all of you who are watching this, all you flight simulators. It's because, dude, I almost landed. I was going to land on Toronto all the way from JFK. I did everything right. And I was going to land that Boeing 747. But how am I supposed to land a Boeing 747 if I'm constantly running at 250 knots speed? I cannot use the throttle. If throttle is stuck, nothing I can do. The only solution you have, it's turning off the engine, turning off the fuel, and just landing like that with flaps, and put on the brake when you finally touch down. That's called the emergency landing, when everything else fails, right? But I wasn't doing emergency landing. I was trying to land. I didn't expect that my fucking throttle is not going to be working. Like, I can cold start this airplane. It's not a big deal for me. I know these planes. I have no issues with... Here's the thing. I have no issues with any of these planes. They work fine. All the single prop engine, turbojets, jet fighters, Cessnas, all of these other airplanes work just fine. I have no issues with them. My issue is with 3 airliners. Boeing 747, 787, and Airbus A320. Those 3 airliners suck. They really suck. Because you can't use the throttle. You can't land successfully because you can't use the goddamn throttle. But this, I can cold start this. Not a problem. I can do this right now. I can cold start this immediately. I'll prove it to you right here. Not a big deal for me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not an asshole. Here. Get the batteries. Get everything rolling. Turn the batteries on. Generator on. There it is. Turn this on right here. Check the list. Turn on the ignition. Engine start. Should start in a minute. Acknowledge. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you, Mom, but I didn't know that. Shit, I'm gonna look into that. Fuck, dude. Hold on. I didn't know that. Oh, for the 747. And where it's located? Hey, look at this crap. Look at this crap. Now this doesn't work. Now the engine doesn't work. I did everything I was supposed to do here. And look at this. You see, stuff like this pisses me off. You know, I know how to cold start this fucking plane. Fucking kidding me. Every pilot who's watching this that would say, okay, he's doing everything right. He set the fucking battery. He turned on the ignition. Flaps are set to take off. The fuel selector is to the right. He's not doing anything wrong here. But no, it's not going to start. No. He turned on the generator. Whatever, man. Come on. Like, kiss my ass. It kills the experience, man. It really fucks up the experience. I don't care about the graphics. You can't call this a simulator when you got these kind of problems. Like, dude, I'm trying to start the goddamn plane. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to get rolling. No. Can't. There we go. Now it's working. Is it working now? Is it starting now? You better. Now it's working. And I did the exact same thing. I did exactly the same fucking thing. And it didn't work the first time. I had to reset the battery. I had to reset the battery again to go ahead and do the same thing. I don't want anybody to educate me. I don't know how to fucking cold start this fucking plane. I'm telling you, Microsoft has bugs in this game. I'm telling you. I'm not a retard. I'm not an idiot. I'm just telling you. I shouldn't have to do this twice. I should be able to do it for the first time. Because I'm doing everything correctly. If I'm doing everything correctly, then it should start. I shouldn't have to reset the battery twice. Sorry, guys, but it kind of pisses me off. It really. I'm not even a pilot. Imagine a pilot, a real pilot, how pissed off he would be if he sees this shit and say, "Well, you can't call this a simulator. There's bugs in this damn thing," you know. And I'm sorry if this is irritating some people. I apologize to you that you have to hear this. But I'm agitated because this game has not too many bugs, but there are bugs. There's small little faults here and there that you have to go through this shit. And the biggest problem, it's not this. I don't mind resetting the batteries. I'll reset the batteries twice. I don't care. I'm talking about the biggest one, the airliners, the Boeing 747 and 737 can use the throttle, which I'm going to check it out right now. But anyway, let me go taxi out in reverse. I'm going to go in reverse 6%. Release the brake. May I know why we're not going in reverse? I released the brake. Can I know why we're not going in reverse? Microsoft? But I want to go in reverse. I wanted to go in reverse. Why couldn't I go in reverse? What's the problem, Microsoft? What's the issue here? Fuck that guy. See what I'm saying? See the kind of bullshit I'm saying, man. See? And why wasn't I able to go in reverse? What's the problem? Oh, now you're going in reverse? Now you're going in reverse. Why? Why now? What was the issue before? What was the issue before? What was the issue before, Microsoft? Huh? It doesn't matter that my wheel touched the fucking grass a little bit. I should be able to go in reverse. Come on, man. You see, shit like this pisses me off. Anyway. Yes, I can fly this. I can take off with this. I can taxi out. I have no problem with that. I know how to use these planes. You know, I don't want people saying, "Oh, you don't know how to fly." I know how to fly. This game is buggy as hell. That's what it is. I know how to select the altitude. I know the headings and all that stuff. I know where the de-icing is and all that. I already selected it. De-icing, it's right here. I already know it on top of my head. And I know what the temperature is for your cabin. It's right here. And I even know where the brake is. The fucking parking brake right here, right underneath. Where? Right here. Hold on. It's right here, right underneath. Look where they put the fucking brake on this plane. It's right here. It's right here. There it is. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. You don't know how to fly. I know how to fucking fly. This goddamn planes. It's just it's buggy. And I'm sorry that for some of you who are watching this bothers you, but it would bother you too if you were flying for 1 hour and you can't land the goddamn Boeing 747 because of the throttle. It's not working. I would have gotten a bunch of points on the flight log for landing that Boeing 747, but now I can't. I fucked it up. Why is this a big deal to me? Because it kills the experience of a flight simulator when shit like this happens. Okay? So anyway, here, I'll taxi out this plane for you. I'll take off the brake. I'll take it off. Hold on. Where's the brake? The brake gets released. The brake gets released. What's the problem? Microsoft. I released the brake. What's the issue? What's the issue? I never had these issues with the X-Plane 11. I swear to God, I might reinstall the X-Plane 11. I never had these problems with the X-Plane 11. With a global version of the X-Plane 11, never have I had these issues. Never, 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 never. Not once did I had issues like these. And I'm sorry, guys. You know, I know some of you I know you have families, you have kids, and you know, and I'm sorry for cursing and I'm sorry for cursing. What happened here? Look at this. I didn't do nothing. Look, it's doing it by itself. Look, it's adjusting the speed by itself. Look at that. It's flying by itself. Look at that. It's going to take off by itself. Look. No hands, Ma. No hands, Ma. Look. I'm not touching anything. Wow. Wow. Look. Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, do you understand why I'm upset? Do you understand? Do you understand? I can't even properly, dude. I'm going to install X-Plane 11. I can't even properly taxi. I can't even properly taxi, bro. Hey, Mamba and Cameron, join me on a Gran Turismo, man. Let's play some Gran Turismo. I can't, dude. This is pissing me off. Let's play some Gran Turismo. Our job is to use the safety car to stop Cameron. Let's play some Gran Turismo on PlayStation. I can't put up with this Microsoft crap. A simple stuff, taxiing out. I can't even do that properly. It did it by itself. Automatically took it off for me. I'm gonna have to reinstall X-Plane 11. Man, this is ridiculous. They need to fix this. This is just. Alright. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play some Gran Turismo anyway. I'm gonna jump on it. Yeah, man. For a little bit, for like an hour and a half, we'll play some Gran Turismo. Nah, it's okay, because I'll only do it for a short period of time, Mamba. I'm not going to spend too much time, just a little bit, because I have to go somewhere at 9 o'clock, so I'll only do it for a little bit. I'll just do it for a little bit, for like maybe an hour and a half. We'll just, you know, drive around a little bit. I'll just pick random people, and I'll just drive on it, you know. Yeah. Now let's do it right now, Cameron, for like an hour and a half. It'll be a short stream for an hour and a half. Let's just do it right now. Okay, I'll be right back. Can't take this bullshit from Flight Simulator Microsoft anymore. Pisses me off, man.